you're pretty famous, huh? You're a rapper. You're a relationship motivational speaker. Let me see what it says here. Wow, 14 plus years performed under the name of Trends ABC Family. I'm just reading it. VH1, Rolling Stone magazine, Blender, Sauce. Hey, welcome to the show.
What's going on, man? How you been?
I'm all right, man. I'm just a little, uh, taken back that it's so nice and it's not as cold as it's been. A few days,
Oh
man, it was like freezing his ass off here, man. It was just wow, and I'm just elated that it's not doing that now. But I
right.
understand
I
that
feel
the
you.
east, but I understand that the East Coast is going to be getting it in a day or so.
Yeah, I think it might be a storm or something. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I was hearing that on the news. So, hey, wow, tell us about yourself. I mean, tell the audience what you do. I mean, if I haven't done a good job at introducing you, you can do that yourself. So,
Yeah, basically, I'm a dating and life coach, so I help people find what they want in their dating life. So I basically just assist people in getting, exactly what they're looking for. So I try to, help them realistically figure out what they want, how to get it, and how to make it, happen for themselves.
okay, all right. So,
Yeah.
tell us about your rapping career. You're a you're a rap artist. And
Yeah, so I used to. So what I did was before I was coaching, I used to do rap music. So I came out with like a lot of different mixtapes. You'll probably find some of them online if you type in Trends mixtapes, because Trends was my rap name. So I used to do that, before I was getting into the coaching stuff. And I used to just do it. I was doing it for fun. I was actually gonna try to do it professionally. I got a couple of deals, but that never really worked out. And after a while, I was like, this is cool, but it wasn't really like my calling. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I wanted to do something else. That was really more.
It's kind of
help
happened
out more people.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that's kind of happened to me too. And I've always said, if you're gonna go for something in life, make sure you go for at least 3 or 4 things, because 2 things might just not work out for you. Might not. But
definitely, you never know.
You never know. So that's what I always tell my son. Get into if he's gonna have 2 or 3 talents, make sure you have 2 or 3 talents in case 1 or 2 doesn't work out, and then maybe that third one will.
Right.
All right. Have you written a book? I see the truth the truth is inside you.
Yeah, so that's actually my slogan. The truth is inside you. So basically, like, everything that I do falls under that, that slogan. Meaning, I'm trying to help people understand that what they want and what they need and what they're really about. They already know within themselves. But a lot of times we are looking outside of ourselves, and we're looking at what we think people want to see from us, and we're looking at what society's telling us to do in order to, to dictate what we should do. And what I say is the truth is inside you, meaning you can figure out what you really want and go after that, and that's okay to do. And we've been conditioned to feel like we have to always follow the crowd. We have to always do what everybody else is doing instead of being true to ourselves. And it's like a lot of people are scared to be true to themselves and be honest with themselves, because they're scared that they might not get accepted for who they really are. You understand? So that's kind of like what I put out there. And I have a couple of books. Like, one of my books is called The Magnificent 10 Crucial Dating Tips for Men. So I teach guys different tips on how to date. And I have another book for women called It's Your Fault You're Single. Tips on Finding Mr. Right. So I have a book there to tell women how to take more responsibility for their love lives. So I think a lot of times women will be a little too passive in their situations when they're trying to make something happen with the man. So
Okay, and you are also available for individual support and counseling.
Right, definitely. Yeah, so I do individual coaching. I do Skype coaching. So if anyone's in Chicago, I'm in New York. If you want to do it on Skype, you can do that. If someone's anywhere else in the world, so that's the good thing about the internet. I also do email coaching, phone coaching, in-person coaching. So there's a lot of different things, because with the coaching, it's actually something that it helps you out on an individualistic basis because, there's a lot of general things you can learn, but once you get, to what your specific issue is or what you need help with, that could really help you out, Definitely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Tell us about. I'll say you're into you're a motivational speaker and sometimes into relationships. How do you keep a woman away from a? I'm just going to ask you a question. How do you keep a woman away from somebody who may be abusive? What would you tell them?
Right. Well, the thing is, you sort of it's a hard thing because the woman, she would need to really want to get away from that guy because a lot of times women run back to guys like that, and they just they just keep coming back, and it's something that's a psychological thing that's wrong with her where she feels the need to actually run back to him, or she might be scared to leave him because she might feel like she needs him for maybe financial support or whatever it is. They might have kids together and everything like that. So the thing is, all you can do really at that point is, to her, you need to just let her know that you're there for her if she needs help, to let you know that you'll help her out and try to sort of encourage her to, to get out that situation. But ultimately, it's really up to her to get out that situation, because even if you physically was to tell her to come with you, come to my house, you can stay here, the next day she'll run away right back to that guy. You know what I mean? So it's
that is totally true. And that's something I never understood. Why somebody just beating you down and you still going to run back to them? To me, personally, to me, there is no excuse for a woman to stay with someone who is abusive. They try to come up with abusive. There is no. Well, he really loves me. No, he don't. He does not love you.
Right.
And they stay in that situation. They stay in that situation, but you know what? I believe like you. If they wanted to get out of that relationship, they could and they would. They stay because they want to.
Right.
Some of them do. I'm not gonna put them all in that category, but some might. But I think women nowadays are just. I mean, if someone is abusive, treating them wrong, they just get up and walk.
Mm-hmm. Right. I mean, and that's a good thing too. If someone's being abusive, it's best to get out that situation, and then a lot of times, women will stay because, they're so used to it, and they're, it becomes like a natural thing, almost like they feel like they deserve that type of treatment in certain cases. So that's why they'll stay also, because they feel like they don't deserve better than that. They feel like that it's, that it's justified. Like they'll start making excuses for the guy abusing them. You know what I mean? So it's like
they start making excuses.
It's crazy.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. Excuse me, I don't mean to talk over you, but there was one time I was walking down the street of my area here, and I was just it was a nice day, just walking, and these two ladies were talking, and I just overheard them talk. Right. And one of them said that if a man did not beat her, it meant that he did not love her.
Wow.
And I was just floored. She said that if my man didn't beat me, it meant that he doesn't love me. And I wanted to turn around and say, "Are you crazy?" But I kept going, and
Well, I know it's crazy. That's a crazy mentality right there too. Because if that's the thing. Like that's how some women will look at love, or look at, that's the thing that shows them that the guy loves them. Like that same lady will have a guy treat her really nice, be respectful towards her, and she will leave him and get with a guy who's going to beat her over the head. You know what I mean? It's crazy. So, it happens sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, most ladies, most women do not want nice guys. They want somebody that's, some thug or something. A nice guy, they'll spit on a nice guy.
Right.
A nice guy will give them everything they want, but they'll settle for that dirtbag thug over there.
Right. And again, that's what I was saying. Where it's like some of them feel like that. Some of them feel like they deserve that. That's the reason. It's like, it's one of those things where if you feel like certain people have like a thing where they don't feel like they deserve like success, and success can be in different, situations, different forms. So like when you talk about relationships and a successful relationship, some people don't feel like they deserve a successful relationship. So when they do get with a guy who's a really nice guy and who's like, a cool guy and a guy that would be good for them, they'll sabotage that on purpose because they don't want to have to deal with that, because they feel like that, it's gonna mess up anyway. This guy's gonna leave me because I don't deserve a guy like that, and they'll get with the guy who's abusive and messing everything up because they feel like that's where they're comfortable at. You know what I mean? So it's really coming from their mind and how they view themselves and how they value themselves.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Tell us about your company.
Yeah, so basically, my company is called iTax Media. It's ITAKKS, and it's actually an acronym. It stands for I Think All Kinds of Kids Succeed, because me and my business partner, we started it when we were about like 16. So we were young when we started our company, and this is when we just started, doing different like music projects and stuff like that. And so basically the meaning of it is really saying that, you can succeed as long as you believe you can do it, and then you keep going and you don't give up, and you keep, striving for what you want. And so we also do photography and videography services. So we do we do weddings, we film music videos and stuff like that for artists and everything like that. So, we do a lot of different stuff, and my coaching services is under the umbrella of that company too. So that's how, we basically make everything work. Okay, do you have a website? Yeah, so you can definitely find me on MrLocario.com. That's MrLocario.com. Or you can check me out at MrLocariotv.com. That's MrLocario.tv.com. And also have a membership program. So for the guys, you can go to badboymembership.com where you can you have 45 to 90 minute audio and video tutorials of how to date and everything like that. Yeah. Also blogs. Oh, definitely. Yeah, I got a lot of blogs on Mr. Locario TV. So free daily blogs that you can check out on there too. Oh wow. Do you have an upcoming book that you can probably tell us about? Yeah, so actually I have a book coming out later this year called What's Good, and this is actually going to be my first motivational / inspirational book about happiness, motivation, goal setting stuff, different things like that. So that's going to be the first book that I'm coming out with that tackles those topics. You know what I mean? Definitely. Okay, all right. Good. What has been your toughest criticism given to you as a writer or as a motivational speaker? Yes. Yeah, well, it's funny. Like, I get a lot of people who say that I'm too mean. I'm too. I heard people tell me they tell me I'm too mean. I'm too rough. I've heard people tell me I'm misogynistic. So it's like, and the thing is that I sort of say the real thing. Like, I sort of say what's really happening, and I think that what happens is that people in society are so scared to give honest opinions and answers and actually talk about what's really going on, because a lot of times the reality of the situation isn't pretty. It isn't nice all the time. But the thing is that if you actually want help out of the situations you're in, if you actually want success, you have to tackle the real problem. It's almost like when they show those people in those AA meetings, and you got to stand up and you got to say, "Hi, my name is so-and-so, I'm an alcoholic." Like, you have to say you're an alcoholic so that we can get past you being that. You understand? We can't pretend you're not an alcoholic and then you get, help. You know what I mean? So that's how it is. You gotta really be out there and be honest with this. Yeah. Okay, what is some of your best compliments that you've received? Oh man, some of the best stuff is that people have emailed me from basically all over the world and tell me that that I've changed their lives, I've changed their perspective. That I've actually had people tell me that they've gotten boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives, all of that type of stuff through listening to my advice and actually applying it. You know what I mean? And that's the thing where I like the fact that I'm able to help people with their situations and actually have them in better situations. Yeah. So that sounds great. It sounds wonderful, man. And I wish you lots of luck
at this because it sounds like something America could really need. I mean, especially when it comes to relationships, because we're in and out of love all the time.
Right, definitely.
So what is the best way to keep a relationship together?
The best way to keep it together and keep it going is you have to first be honest with yourself about what you want, and then you have to be honest with the person you're with. And the thing is, the reason why a lot of relationships don't work out or it's cut short is because the person is not honest with what they really want, and they might be just doing things for another person, or they're doing things that they think they're supposed to do, and the person that they're with is not getting the real honest the honest answers, and they're not seeing that person for who they really are. And then, as the relationship is supposed to progress, you have people who have resentment. So a person might, let's say, for example, a guy, he ends up marrying some woman, but he didn't really want to get married. He just got married because he felt sort of pressured. And, his family was like, oh, you're getting older, you should get married. So he's like, all right, I'm going to get married. But he doesn't really want to do that. He's not really, he might like the woman that he's with, he might love her, but he's probably not ready for that situation. And he ends up doing it just because he feels like he's supposed to versus he actually wanting to do it. And when you start doing things because you're feeling pressured, you're not really being authentic. You're not being, congruent within yourself, and then that's going to cause problems. So what I tell people to make relationships work is that you got to be 100% honest with yourself, and then also honest with the other people that you're dealing with, and then that's how it'll flow better.
Oh, okay. That sounds great. Definitely. All right. Is there anything you would like to say that you haven't said already on the George Wilder Jr. Show pertaining to relationships or pertaining to what you do?
Yeah, basically, I just always tell people all the time that, you just have to, figure out who you are and what you're about, and then everything will basically fall into place. You know what I mean? And that's where the basis of everything is. And the thing is that we're constantly changing, so you have to sort of check in with yourself to see where you're at, and not feel like you have to hold on to how you were, and don't feel like you need to do something. It's like, how are you right now? How are you feeling? Be that, understand that, and then you actually attract what you want because you're being authentic with who you are, and that's going to really change how things happen for you and what you're doing, and all the situations that you have are going to benefit you.
And why should people listen to you? There are so many other people out here talking about relationships and togetherness and staying together. Why should they listen to you more so than those other people?
Right. Well, the thing is, I'll be the first one to say that you should listen to as many people as possible and see what resonates with you. So I'm not going to say, don't listen to those other guys, just listen to me. You know what I mean? So because the thing is, I'm for what's going to help you. So for example, I might say something that only a part of it might resonate with you. So take that part and make that help you to grow. You understand?
Exactly.
And then somebody else might say something that might resonate with you also. So you want to basically, be open to all things to make them, for it to benefit you, because it's about you. So it's about you having your personal development. So I'm basically here to I say even remind you of that. You understand? So I think that would be a benefit for someone listening to me, to remind you that, you got to understand that this is about your life, and this is about you improving yourself and getting what you want. Yes. So, open yourself up to as many, as much information as you can, talk to as many people as you can, whatever is going to help you have better situations, better relationships, definitely do that,
All right, now before you click off this video, I need you to do 3 quick things. First, I need you to click the link below to send me your questions, because if you have any questions, I'll answer them in a video. 2, click the link under that to get my free ebook, The Magnificent 10 Crucial Dating Tips for Men. Gives you 10 tips on how to attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.